All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is October 29th, 2024. This is the BYOB Market Wrap Up with me, John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. All right, let's go take a look at some charts today. All right, let's take a look at SPY on the 10-minute chart. Let's take this off. All right, let's get the trend indicator up there. And here we are right here. Okay, so here's price action. 10-minute downtrend going into the close. Google's going to report, so it should get wild and whippy. We'll see what happens here. All right, so there's SPY. Let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. And 2-hour chart says, well, that's kind of busy for me. 2-hour chart's a 2-hour uptrend going into the close. So that's bullish. All right, let's take a look at the daily chart. Daily chart up over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. That is bullish. Price action up over the rising 17 EMA. That is bullish. Price action for today got a higher... We got ourselves a higher high and a lower low. That's an outside day. All right, so that's highly volatile. All right, still bullish. All right, price closing over the trap, over the 17 EMA. Everything's still looking good on SPY. Let's take a look at the next one. Is going to be QQQ. All right, QQQ. What is that? Is that new all-time highs? What do we got? Q's attacking the all-time highs right here. Okay, so price action got an outside day just like SPY. Lower high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Everything getting really bullish here. Let me just exit everything here. Okay, so QQQ in an uptrend, attacking the all-time highs right here. All right, so price action up over the all-time high, anchored VWAP, moving up, got a daily uptrend over the rising 17 EMA, that's bullish, moving up, holding the higher ground, that's bullish, attacking the all-time high, that's bullish, making higher highs and higher lows, that's bullish. Same thing could be said about SPY. FNGU. All right, FNGU doing the same thing, all right, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that's the pink line, all right, up over the 17 EMA, that's bullish, okay, up over the trap, that's bullish. How far do they got to go? They got a ways to go to get to the all-time high, but let's take a look at this. Lower low, higher high, closing over the base, huge up candle today. Nice work on them. Closing it out in quadrant 4 at the high of quadrant 4. So everything bullish here on FNGU. All right, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow got a higher high and a lower low. Another outside day. Closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17, underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Still has not made a lower low, hanging out over the midpoint. Over the midpoint is bullish. Under the prior all-time high anchored VWAP is bearish, all right? Underneath the flat 17 is bearish, okay? But still making higher highs and higher lows. That's still bullish, okay? So we're holding up over the midpoint here. So that's still bullish. Everything's still working in Diamond Dow. If they break this low, start a downtrend, then things are going to change, all right? But right now, they're still in an uptrend. IWM making higher lows and higher highs. That's in an uptrend. Over the 2024 high anchored VWAP, that's the pink line. That's bullish. Closing up inside this quadrant 4, that's bullish. Over the flat 17, that's also bullish. Up over the trend line, also bullish. Price action making higher lows and higher highs, also bullish. Everything's still bullish on IWM. Let's take a look at our technicals. T2122. back down to the sell zone today. All right, kind of meandered around between the seller's chop zone and the sell zone, making lower highs and higher low, lower high, and then a lower low, then a lower high, then another lower low, and then we're chopping around inside the seller's chop zone at the closing time. T2123, selling from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, all right? Extending that move down underneath this, hooking over 200 SMA, closing candles underneath this midpoint, all right? Closing candles underneath. That's the bears having a pullback. If the bulls can recover that tomorrow, that would be wonderful. We'll see what happens if they can do that. Again, we're taking a rest. We've done 2 months to the upside. Having a 7-day pullback rest is nothing new. All right. Losing the midpoint is not good, but we could see the bulls strike iron here pretty soon if they could just get price back up over the midpoint and then start attacking those that 200 SMA. You can see price action today gaps down. Bulls never filled the gap, so that's very bearish. Price action moves down and over to the right. Okay, so that's bearish too. They're holding the lower ground. All right, T2123 still got the rising 200 SMA. 3 more red candles on the price action. Again, it's the same quad lines. We're underneath the midpoint right there. FNGU still bullish. All right, this is still bullish. We're not making lower lows yet. Okay, we are pulling back, but we're not making lower lows yet. So this is still bullish. FNGU, same with T2123 15-minute chart. All right, here's FNGU, green from the beginning of the day. Nice pullback to their 200, flat 200, and then rising off, igniting away from 200 SMA here. Really nice move. Green from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. Nice move. FNGU, 15-minute chart, rising up over this base right here. Nice breakout over the 200 SMA. All-time highs, I think they're a ways away from that. Yeah, they got a ways to go, but they're doing well here, okay? Probably going to come up and attack these highs right here, right about 543. I would expect a little stalling to happen right about there. Okay, we'll go back to the 15-minute chart. Then we'll go check out some sectors. All right, first sector we want to check out. Let's just go take a look at Google, see what's going on. All right, so GOG, and they're rising. All right, we like that. They're bullish. Love it. All right, let's take a look at first sector, SMH. All right, SMH over the pink all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Moving up, holding the higher ground. That's bullish. Up over the rising 17 EMA. That's bullish. Up over the bullish trap. That's bullish. Everything's still working for SMH, making higher highs and higher lows. Price action for today. Another outside day. All right, lower low, higher high. Let's take a look at XLK. Probably going to be the same thing. Lower low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the rising 17, moving up, holding the higher ground. That's bullish. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Making higher highs and higher lows. That's bullish. Everything's still bullish there. All of the Fab 5 are still bullish. The semiconductors are bullish. Technology is still bullish. Let's keep going. We got a roll here. All right, XLI. All right. XLI has not broken. Did it break that low? No, it has not. Okay, XLI has not broken the low, but they are pulling back. Okay, they made nice move right here from August all the way up here. This is an all-time high right there. Okay, so it's about 10 days ago. So price action today, lower high, lower low, closing underneath a bearish trap, underneath the 17, underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP, underneath the prior high anchored VWAP. All right, but let's look at it. We're still up here in the upper third. That's still bullish. All right, so still bullish there on XLI. Have not made a lower low, so we're making higher lows and higher highs. Still bullish XLIs. Take a look at XLU. All right, same thing here. Prior all-time high anchored VWAP. We're underneath it. We haven't made lower lows. Price action, lower low, lower high. Closing underneath the bearish trap, underneath the 17 EMA. All right. So price action, making higher lows and higher highs, that's bullish. Closing underneath the prior all-time high anchored VWAP, not so good. Underneath the 17, not so good. Not making lower lows. All right, that's still bullish. Still moving up, holding the higher ground. That's still bullish. Everything's still able to work on the XLU. This is not technically broken. This can still recover. All right, but remember, okay, utilities are typically a defensive sector, kind of reserved for, recessions and downturns in the economy. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's take a look at XLF. XLF moving up, holding the higher ground. Price action up in quadrant 4. Price action for today. Let me zoom in. Got a lower high, higher low, inside day as opposed to the outside day. Closing underneath, bearish cross over the rising 17 EMA. Still bullish. Here's the prior all-time high right there. Up over that. Underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP right there. Okay. Price action still bullish on XLF. All right. Still up here in quadrant 4. All right. Making higher lows and higher highs. This thing is still bullish. Let's take a look at XRT. All right. XRT still up over the midpoint. That's bullish. Underneath the 17, not so much. All right. Over the all-time high anchored VWAP, that is bullish. Still holding the higher ground here. That's a move up and over to the right. You can see that. If I can find my drawing tools, I don't know where they disappeared to. I'm going to find them again. I'll crank them up again. Disappear like that. What are you, crazy? Now they don't want to work. Huh. Crazy. All right, so no drawing tools today. Lovely. All right. Anyways, XRT still bullish. Up over the midpoint, okay? Looking for a breakout here. They're making higher lows and higher highs. Still looking for a breakout to bust out over 78, 79. Might not happen till Black Friday. We'll see what happens. Last one, IYT. No, it's not the last one. IYT today, outside day, higher high, lower low, closing under bearish trap, under 17, over prior all-time high anchored VWAP, still bullish there, okay? Making higher lows and higher highs. IYT still bullish, just not moving up right now. Same with like XLI and some of the other ones, all right? They're just taking a little rest, all right? They're going to get some mojo. Maybe they're waiting for earnings, and then we could see some stuff take off. There's IYT. What else do we want to take a look at? Oh, yeah, silver and gold. All right, so here's silver. All right, here is the 12-year high right there, that candle right there. All right, this is a prior all-time. This is a prior 12-year high. Price action's up over it. Price action for today, higher low, higher high, closing over bullish trap over the rising 17. That's bullish, making higher highs, higher lows. That's bullish. Everything bullish about silver. All right, enough said. Let's take a look at GLD. GLD made a new all-time high. Do I need to say anything else? All right. It's in an uptrend. All right. Same with SLV. Take a look at UNG. All right. UNG, today's price action. Still in an uptrend till we break this low or we break this low. Right now, UNG, price action is, let's take a peek here. Inside day, lower high, higher low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. Okay, for an uptrend, that's the worst uptrend I've ever seen. All right, this part was a beautiful thing. Just didn't put in any consolidation levels. Okay, this part, not so beautiful. All right, if we'd have taken out that low, we'd have been in an downtrend. Now, with the lower high, if we take out this low, we'll be in a downtrend. Currently, hanging on to the uptrend by a chin hair. All right, so let's take a look at USO, petroleum crude oil. All right, crude oil, petroleum in a downtrend. Why? Lower highs, lower lows. Lower high, lower low. Price action today, lower high, lower low. Closing under bearish trap, under 17 EMA, and challenging prior low right here. Okay, so in a downtrend. Let's go back and take a look at Google. Google still hanging on to those gains. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, traders, that's it for me for today. All right, I will see you all tomorrow where we have GDP in the morning. Okay. Okay, Alan printed some stuff up. Thank you, Alan. Thanks, Graham. Thanks, Brad. Isn't that nice? Let's see what Alan wrote up. All right. Alan writes up. Alan reported. Okay, he didn't write it. He's reporting it. Thanks for sharing that. Earnings per share for Alphabet, aka Google. All right, 12.12 versus 185 expected by, I guess, groups. Okay, so well over expectations. Revenue, 88 billion versus 86 billion expected by, I guess, other economists or people that watch the stock are expecting it. Okay, over expectations. Okay, Wall Street's also watching several other numbers to report. YouTube revenue, 8.8 billion expected according to the street. I guess we won't know till later. Google Cloud revenue, 1088 expected. So if any one of those disappoint, this thing could come tumbling down. We'll see what happens. All right. Traffic acquisition costs, 13 billion expected according to street account. All right. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks, Ram. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Graham. All right. Thanks, Alan, Bob T, Doug T, Alpha Dog Robert. How you doing? Robert was liking that. Geo today? See how Geo's doing. Well, that's just a 5-minute chart. That doesn't count. Geo's doing wonderful. Look at that. Moving up, holding the higher ground up there. Nice job, Robert. Nice trading. So he's been watching this on an election coverage kind of thing. Way to go. What else he have? He had one other one. What else you got there, Robert? On besides Geo for the election. Alphabet beats the top and the bottom lines. Yep. Boosted by cloud revenue. That's good. Chipotle misses revenue. Estimates same-store sales growth disappoints. Thanks, Alan. All right. Well, he likes Geo, and Geo's working out great. I'm happy for him. Everything. Look at this. I'd like to see this hold the base up here for 3 days. That would be a beautiful thing. All right. If it can hold that base for, 3 days or more, look for a breakout on that one to the upside. Take out that high. All right. Okay, traders, until tomorrow, 8 o'clock, GDP, 8:30. All right. Everybody be safe tonight. Don't go wreck your accounts on chasing Google. All right. Everybody stay calm, stay collective, discipline. All right. We're up good today. All right. We had a good day. All right. For SPY today, what did we do? Before I take off, let's just go review it. Okay, so this is what happened. All right, here's our downtrend. Started with an igniting candle off of this downtrend line right here. Comes down, comes back up and checks it, meanders to the right. Then you get 1, 2, 3, and then a huge candle right into the drop. Okay, challenging the low. Failure to make a lower low. All right, with the biggest candle at the end of the move. Well, a lot of us bought this right here and rode it all the way up to, yeah, you guessed it, like 582.70, like 583, right around there. All right, so nice move today, traders. All right, finding the big candle at the end of the move, signaling a possible end of the move. We saw the bullish engulfing, and there you go. Bingo, we're in. Okay, right there. And the pivot today was, I think it was 581.40, all right? So Nice move there on SPY. All right. All right, traders, that's it. Until tomorrow, everybody have a great night.